This is a special video for family and friends. I need to tell you some things about the occult. First off, you need to know this. Full disclosure, I got more respect and people listening to me when I was in the occult. Now that I'm a child of God's again, people don't listen. They hate on me, and I just don't understand that. Am I not the same person? Was I lying to you about the occult? No, I wasn't. Am I lying to you about God? No, I'm not. The knowledge of both sides does not make me wise in my own eyes. It makes me a witness of both sides. And my testimony I will leave for another video. There are many snares that Satan uses to get our attention regarding rocks, incense, horoscopes. I just want to touch on a few of these. And again, if you have any questions regarding something you are unclear about, just PM me and I'm happy to help. Intent is very important when we approach these categories. There is always a fine line of which is acceptable, which is God's side, versus the occult. Let's take astronomy and astrology. Astronomy is signs of the heavens. That's the work, that's God's hand up there. He created all that. Astrology, you follow your sign, which is not meant for us, and things about your sign will tell you who you are. No. The 12 astrological signs are in the heavens as the journey that Christ takes. They're not up for us. Meditation. To meditate upon the Lord is advised. To open up your third eye and meditate, let's say just on the universe, you are opening the door to the spirit world. That is occult practice. The study of rocks and crystals, as in geology, is an interesting study. Learning the elements of the world and how it was created is always a good thing. The worship, believing that these items possess magical powers, is occult thinking. Do you see there the intent? It's what you do with it that's important. Burning incense in your home or plugging in an air freshener is pretty much the same thing. Believing that the incense is a spiritual cleanse is occult. So a lot of us have dogs. So you know what it's like when the dog goes out in the rain and comes in and smells like a dog. Well, if you burn a stick or a cone of incense, that's not occult. It's what you put into the burning that makes it either okay or occult practice. The act of smudging your space to cleanse spiritually, that's occult. So some of these you'll know. Tarot cards, angel cards, a Ouija board, grimoires, satanic books, music and movies and their soundtracks are occult. And a big one, here comes Harry Potter. Yeah, wands, spells, owls, divination, stay away from it. Yoga. I lose a lot of people when I start talking about yoga because it's even held in churches. It's an Eastern practice like Kundalini and chakras. Don't do yoga. Movies about eating people. Now, it's even surprising to me that anything like this is even on Netflix. It's just so disgusting. The Santa Clarita Diet. Yeah, it's a cult. Just some different names that you might already have been exposed to or thinking of doing is Triple Goddess, that witch, obviously, moon and our sun worship, angel worship, mysticism, spirituality, magic with a J, esoteric alchemy, natural magic, pseudosciences, golden dawn or other Mason religions, New Age, Akashic records, astral projection, aura, automatic writing, Kabbalah, Hamsahand, avoid like the plague. Any demon or angel sigils or other occult-like symbols, get rid of them. So candle burning, people are always, interested in whether that's magical or if they should or shouldn't. Candle burning at a romantic dinner or at bath time, emergency times, just having candles lit in your house. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Burning candles with charms or stars or anything like that, or practicing smoke divination, that is a cult. Now, jewelry is a big one. There are so many beautiful stones and crystals out there. They just draw you in. The drawing in and believing that things will cleanse your negative energy and it will keep evil away are the whispers of evil. The only thing that keeps evil away is the blood and the name of Jesus. Clothing, again, anything that has symbols on it, get rid of them. Now, let's talk where the occult actually came from. So early on in Genesis, we read that the sons of God saw the daughters often, that they were beautiful, and they took wives for themselves of all whom they chose. Wording is very important when you're reading biblical text. Notice it says they chose, so that implies the women didn't go willingly. The angels left their first estate, which was a created angel being. That's how the earth got giants and demons, but that's for a different video. Angels are male. During this time, the angels passed on to earthly women the secrets of heaven. And to be clear, these are things that are only meant for God. Why? Because he created them. We will know these things when Christ sets up his Father's kingdom in Jerusalem after the tribulation. So here's something of interest that maybe you didn't know. Satan was the first angel created. And do you know what he was in charge of? Protecting God's throne. And he was in charge of the heavenly music. He was called a cherubim. So you know how we get the cherub, the cute little thing at Valentine's with the little wings and little fat chubby things? No, all a lie. That is not a cherubim. So groups that you might belong to already, or you might be thinking of belonging to. So Gaia Earth or Gaia Earth, Wicca, Wiccan, Mother Goddess, which is Maiden Mother Crone, Witch, Warlock. Now, Warlock simply means rule breaker. This is a caution for those of you who are struggling with your earthly flesh as far as all of this is concerned. This is done for you in love for you and your soul and your relationship with the Creator. I know these traps, these pitfalls, and they usually stem from trauma. But that is a huge subject, and I'm not going to address that here. So just a little insight to what you may have put yourself into without knowing. So if you willingly went into this knowing that you were following Satan, then that is probably time to have a spiritual intervention, because you have no idea of what you are messing with. And that is a warning. When people say there is no devil in the craft, it's all Satan's work. You have made a silent contract with the devil once you open this door, which is very difficult to close. And I understand that journey. So Satan only does types and shadows of what an all-powerful God, we call him Yahweh. So from Yahweh we get Christ. From Satan we get Antichrist. From God we get a spirit-filled church. And from Satan we get the occult-filled church. So you see, there are two sides. There is only God's side, and then there's the fallen angel side. Joshua 24:15 asks us, choose this day whom you will serve. Will you stand out in the world, or will you blend in like everyone else? We are told that we are the salt of the earth, not sugar, and I will never tickle your ears with sugar-coated gospel. Straight, honest truth, that's biblical. And yes, sometimes salt stings. The Bible is clear on the practice of witchcraft or the occult. Exodus 22:18, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Back in the Old Testament, they would stone them till death. So in red here, I've included a link. So copy and paste this, and you will get more information from Got Questions. And it's a very good video, okay? God bless your journey, and if you need help, you know where I am.